health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Oh, welcome in to another Monday, da 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 da. So good to me. I'll be right back. That's better. Oh yeah, I needed the background music just a little louder as I talk, so you can hear Sugar Zone by Silent Partner. Oh yeah, this is Beck's Banner live on North American Talk Radio, the Natter, if you will. It's a beautiful Monday. I feel like I'm on the surface of the sun. We're not going to get a break. The grass is turning brown, so what are we going to do about that, right? Okay. It's the same level it was before. Everybody stay calm. Okay. Oh, now it's good now. Thanks for the input. I have somebody in behind the scenes tell me. I think it was the music that made my microphone loud. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We can't get any relief here in Northeast Ohio, at least. I mean, the grass is turning brown, but it's that time of year, right? School starts tomorrow, at least around here. I've heard other states they've already started. So I'm kind of over mowing anyway. So it's okay, but I mean, the grass looks terrible. Whoa, what are you going to do? This is Beck's Banner. We're live Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on natalkradio.com. Streama if you're on your browser, Simple Radio if you're on the app, or radio.net, which is really cool. I just found out today radio.net is on the Fire TV app, so that's nice. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. And then we do replay these on YouTube. And excuse me, I was burping up my DeRusso's hot sausage. It replays on YouTube and Spotify. So check us out at natalkradio.com. You can see all the places to listen and go from there. But we do appreciate the listeners. Let's get right into it. We're 3 minutes deep, but Michigan. The punishment has come down, and a lot of people are not happy. Not happy at all. Now, full disclosure, before we get too far into this, I am an Ohio State fan, lifelong. So, do I have a little prejudice? Yes. So, my slant, take it for whatever you want. But there's programs that have done far less and got far more severe penalties. And I know what you're going to say. Things progress in life. Things change. The rules today are different than they were 10 years ago. I understand that. Players get paid now. They're not going to retroactively go back and, I mean, people wanted Reggie Bush to get his Heisman. But the fact that what we need to know is the rules at the time of the infraction are what's being enforced, and it doesn't feel like the NCAA is doing that. They're pretty much saying Michigan cheated, but they're not going to do much about it. I mean, you're going to fine Michigan $20 million. A program, I mean, I know Ohio State and Alabama they put a valuation on those programs. They're over $1 billion. So Michigan can't be far behind, if not similar. They sell a lot of gear, man. A lot of gear. So what's the $20 million do? And then Sharon Moore is going to sit out a game. Okay, let's look at their schedule, because I think it was their first Big Ten game. Can we get to the Big Ten? There's the Big Ten. Let's find Michigan, not Michigan State. There's Michigan. Now let's look at their schedule here, because I'm being told, I think it was game 3. Is it game 3 or 4? Because they play at Oklahoma. I'm going to look this up. Sharon Moore punishment, because this seems, I'm going to go off on the NCAA too. I always do. But this is goofy. What are we doing? Who scared the NCAA into actually giving a real punishment? Do they think it's going to diminish college football? Is it going to ruin college football? Now, and I'm going to get on Michigan fan too. I'm trying to find where it says which game he's going to have to sit out. Let's put in Sharon Moore sit out. Come on, X. Come through for me. Because they play Oklahoma week 2, and I didn't think. Here we go. Yeah. Sharon Moore suspended for the following games: Central Michigan and Nebraska this year, and then Western Michigan next year, if that's true. Sharon Moore will be suspended for 3 games. Yeah. This is U of M coverage here. He's going to be suspended 3 games. Central Michigan and Nebraska this season and 1 game in 2020. I mean, seriously. Loss of postseason revenue for the next 2 years. So they don't have to vacate wins and they can still go to the postseason. Seriously, what kind of punishment is this? This is a joke. It sounds like they just made it up. Well, we don't want to come down too hard on you. Why? 92, I think I read infractions by Jim Harbaugh in his time at Michigan. You could argue the most crooked coaching staff in the history. What are you telling me here? $20 million postseason revenue for the next 2 years so they get to go to the postseason? You ran Jim Tressel out of football and brought the hammer almost to Ohio State to the point where they had their only losing season in my lifetime over some tattoos that the players got with things they owned. You kidding me? And then you're going to do a no-show clause on a guy that doesn't want to come back to college? He ran away from college he pulled a Pete Carroll. He knew what he was doing. They created a special group when they couldn't beat Ohio State called the KGB. They were as crooked as a dog leg. And the NCAA says, one of the most storied programs in the NCAA, as if you hadn't had other storied programs in the NCAA of college football history in your sights, and you brought the hammer on other programs. Like, does a former Michigan person work for the NCAA that had a say in how they determine this penalty? You could argue it's the most crooked coaching staff in college football history. And I was alive for SMU, who got the death penalty. Oh, they got the most wins in the history. And they won a title 2 years ago. Who cares? Have you seen Harbaugh's record after they started the cheating? It's cheating. I'm going to get on you, Michigan fan. I don't care if I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm looking at this from a good perspective here. Because if you've heard me on the airways of 12-Ounce Sports in the past, I stuck up for you and said, let's not jump to conclusions. But they obviously found them guilty of sign stealing, which is, if they're punishing them, they considered it a form of cheating, and they get penalized pennies. $20 million is nothing to these mega programs. I'm telling you, like 10 years ago, Forbes or somebody did a study, and they valued Alabama and Ohio State's football programs at over $1 billion. They would be in the top third of the NFL in valuation. Sorry. Michigan may have caught up. I was just in Michigan last month. You can't go anywhere without seeing Michigan gear. They're just funneling money. And you fine them $20 million? And their current coach has to sit out against cupcakes? Yeah, Nebraska, you're a cupcake. What? And I heard, well, we don't want to punish the current players. What's that even mean? Some of them were players during that time. What's that even mean? When you punished other programs, you didn't give a damn about the players. Something has to be behind this. Something has to be going on that we're not being told. This is a cupcake penalty. This is a slap on the wrist. Don't even count the money. The money doesn't even mean anything to Michigan. It means nothing to Michigan. What you need to focus on, they don't have to vacate wins. They don't have to vacate their title. Their coach can keep coaching. He has to sit out some cupcake games. And then the coach that pretty much initiated all this, he's never coming back to college. So you've done nothing. You've done nothing to Michigan. And then their fans are so snarky and arrogant. Oh, my God. Just please, Michigan fans. I mean, I have to hear day in and day out how annoying Ohio State fans are, how annoying Alabama fans are. You people have to be the worst. You're in complete denial. Complete denial. I could spend an entire hour of the show reading tweets from these Michigan fans. And if you're listening, please call. It's toll free, even though it doesn't seem like it. 330-800-4219. If you're listening on radio.net, you'll see the number. For some reason, Simple Radio doesn't post titles of shows of any network, not just our radio station. Or you'll see I don't know if the number's on our website. Or you can do the chat function on our website. I want to know. 330-800-4219. Call Beck's Banner. This is insane. I can't believe you either found them guilty or you didn't. So if you did, how are they not vacating wins? Because they're guilty of cheating. So they cheated to get those wins. They should have to vacate those wins. Fining them $20 million is like fining the average person $10. Are you kidding me? Oh, Mr. Beck, you're guilty of tax evasion. You're going to owe us $100. Okay, sweet. I'll happily pay that immediately and keep evading my taxes every single year. The NCAA is a complete and utter joke. They've always been a complete and utter joke. Then they wonder why we're heading towards the apocalypse. Something that I predicted 8-9 years ago. I don't know that you care. You may not care. But I said this 8-9 years ago on a little old podcast nobody knew about, that eventually the mega programs are going to secede from the NCAA. They're going to have their own bylaws, just like the NFL. And they're going to say enough with this bullcrap of these contradictory rules, for one, and these mishmash, made-up penalties that we come up with on the fly based on who you are, how long of a program you've been around, how many wins you have all time. Nobody cares that Michigan won their first 100 games against Yale and Harvard. They broke the rules, a severe penalty. I can't even take the NCAA serious anymore. I can't take them serious anymore. Speaking of organizations I can't take serious, the National Lacrosse League. First of all, this league is really weird about news. I talked about them last week, I think last Monday actually, about their free agency period has been extended. It's like they're very coy about when it's going to be. Like, come on, people. Who's running these organizations? I've seen better fantasy leagues run. But now we're talking about Albany maybe moving. They are moving. It's going to put 7 teams in Canada, 7 in the U.S. People were talking about, well, are we going to have a U.S. and Canada division? And our own Michael Carvelis pointed out, why would you split them between Canada and U.S.? The U.S. teams are struggling to get viewers, to get fans. TSN, you can watch in Canada. ESPN Plus, they want whatever, $14.99 a month. But they're so weird with how they break news and I think somebody found the trademark before they even broke it. Are you serious? Unbelievable. Seeing our social media guy, he caught one of my good lines there. National Lacrosse League, another team moving. And that's the other thing with that league is if you have somebody like our own Michael that gets word of it, like the fans even get mad. Oh, if rumors are this team's moving. Oh, you're stupid. What are you talking about? Every year there's rumors that teams are moving because they can't sustain franchises. What do you mean he's stupid? It seems like a reasonable rumor. And look, we have Albany moving. Just an odd league. And if they could get out of their own way, they might be able to work things out, but they can't get out of their own way. Speaking of people that can't get out of their own way, back to the NCAA, and now the Big Ten for some odd reason. The Big Ten's desperate to get the Northwesterns and the Michigan States into the playoffs because now they're trying to push an idea of 24 or 28 teams where the Big Ten and the SEC get 7 automatic bids. For Christ's sake, just start your own organization. That's what you want. Just start your own. So half the teams are going to be Big Ten and SEC. Okay. Can we let the 12-teamer marinate a little bit? It seemed to work fine other than the seeding. We got to change it immediately. Immediately got to change it. Why? They're pushing a 24 or 28 team idea with 7 automatic bids from the SEC and 7 from the Big Ten. I mean, what's the old saying? Would you two just get a room already? Because we know that's what you want, right? We just need the Big Ten and the SEC to come out of the closet, get a room, and just let us know you guys are lovers. I'm a lover of the listeners. I appreciate you listening. I'm going to be back. I got to take a quick break. I'm past the first segment, but that's okay. I can do what I want. It's my show. This is Beck's Banner live on North American Talk Radio. I'm going to try to troubleshoot why our backstage guy told me my mic was weird at the intro and try to fix that for the intro into segment 2. But if you stick around, we got a lot more topics. I'm looking at my list and thinking, how am I going to get through all this? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk fast. But this is Beck's Banner live on North American Talk Radio, natalkradio.com, where you can chat. You can call 330-800-4219, or you can listen on the Simple Radio app or the radio.net app, which is also on Fire TV. Thanks again for listening. I'll be right back.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. get in the game.
Are you ready to
that I
place
can do
bets?
things
Join
very
MyBookie
commercial
today
not
and
be
discover
camera.
exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Oh, hello there. It's lovely to see you. I don't see you. You hear me. We can't see each other. It's interesting. Oh, yeah. Let's get right into it. Segment 2, Beck's Banner, live on North American Talk Radio, The Natter. You can find us at natalkradio.com. Also on Simple Radio app, radio.net. And if you can't catch us live, you can catch the replay on YouTube under at 12OZ Sports. That'll change soon at the beginning of October. And then you can also catch us on our Spotify. You can find all the links to all those places on natalkradio.com. Did you see this? Did you see it? ESPN's not going to air Spike Lee's docuseries on Colin Kaepernick. They cited creative differences. Like, what? This docuseries, if I was a gambling man before this news broke, I'd say falls right in the wheelhouse of what ESPN wants to air. Like, I would love to know what the creative differences were. And you know what? We're on radio, so we can look it up while we talk. And if you know, please chime in. 800-330-800-4219. You're free to call, or you can use the chat function at natalkradio.com. If not, that's fine. I'm going to ramble on, but I did find something here. They've collectively, it says ESPN, Colin, and Spike have collectively decided to no longer proceed with this project as a result of certain creative difficulties or differences, ESPN said in a statement to Reuters on Saturday. So despite not reaching finality, we appreciate all the hard work and collaboration that went into this film. So what did you spend doing all this, and will it air somewhere else? Spike said it's not coming out. That's all I can say. He was on the red carpet for the Harold and Carol Pump Foundation dinner for cancer research and treatment in Beverly Hills over the weekend. Anyway, he won't elaborate, so that nobody's really talking about what it is. Spike Lee said, I signed a non-disclosure. I can't talk about it. Interesting stuff. Interesting. It's a big word for this show. But that headline just kind of really threw me off, because I just thought that is the perfect docuseries for ESPN. They're talking about a lot of social issues on that network. This was arguably the biggest social issue of its time when we were in the heat of it. But no, they're not going to air it. And okay, if you say so. Another headline. This is making all the rounds on social media. This is hilarious. And then I'm going to have my little rant, my little Beck's banter. It should have been Beck's ranter. This is Beck's banter. But I'm going to play this and I'm going to go on a rant because, yes, I'm going to attack ESPN now. Not about Spike Lee. I'm actually shocked they're not going to air that. but ESPN's Monica McNutt confused Druski's Barry Sanders jersey for a Shedeur Sanders jersey. Hold on, we're going to play this.
Druski, good morning. It's the morning.
How you doing? Feeling good, man. Excited, flew here for this. I'm up. I didn't know I was doing this this early. I'm up, though. Jeez.
Well, it's a blast for us to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so the jersey. Let's get into it because obviously this ties to one Shedeur Sanders who balled out in his first preseason game.
He immediately says, no. This is not. Shedeur Sanders has never played for the Detroit Lions. Like Monica McNutt, how are you on a major sports network and you don't know who Barry Sanders is? It's clearly, Your Honor, it's clearly a Lions jersey. And she thought it was Shedeur Sanders. And she's on a major sports network. I wonder why. And I know all you people out there, you're going to get mad. What am I called? I don't know. Toxic masculinity. We know why she's on the network. She doesn't even know who Barry Sanders is. Druski basically cut her off because he's like, no. It's not Shedeur Sanders. It's a Detroit Lions jersey. What kind of box are these people checking? She probably has no shame that she didn't know who. She probably thinks it's funny. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And these people get on these major sports networks. What credentials do they have? Please, somebody tell me. What do they have that they got on a major sports network called ESPN? I'm not going to say it. I wouldn't dare say it. But we know why. We know why. And we got a write-in, and he makes a great point. Shedeur's not even number 20. Even if she was confused by the jersey. I mean, Shedeur's never played for the Detroit Lions, folks. Okay? That's the most glaring thing. But if she doesn't know that, she sure as hell doesn't know his number. So, I'm unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I know so much sports knowledge that doesn't help me in my everyday life. And they would laugh me out of the room if I applied there. I'm not going to now. I'm part of North American Talk Radio. I'd rather be here, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to take a $32,000 salary a year to get crapped on at that network. Just unbelievable. And then they deny, oh no, these people are qualified to do this. It's not DEI or what was the other one for females? Maybe that's the new term. It was a different term in the 90s when I was younger. No, it's not that. Highly credentialed. Really? She doesn't even know who one of the top 3 all-time running backs in the history of the NFL is on an NFL show. To quote my grandfather, are you shitting me? Moving on. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. People are always out to get clout. And I saw, I almost got sucked in. To this tweet I saw, I think it was yesterday, of an Appalachian State player in practice, rip his teammate's helmet off and hits him over the head with it. And the teammate's visibly hurt bad. I almost fell for it. But then I saw one of the first comments. Hey, bud, this happened last year. Literally, what are you doing? And I thought, I know what he's doing. People are so desperate for clicks. I can't even talk. I'm so worked up. They're so desperate for clicks and attention. Social media is ruining our society. They put alert, insane footage, alert. An Appalachian State defensive lineman took the helmet of blah, blah, blah. It's over a year old. Can we at least talk about something that happened within the hemisphere of current times? But no, they're desperate for them clicks. I can't even say it. We're desperate for them clicks, man. And this is an account that has 361,000 followers. Did you think you were really going to get away with regurgitating something? This is social media now. This is what my kid had to grow up on. This garbage. And that's sports related. I'm at least interested in sports. I can't imagine what they're watching. People are desperate. Woo! They are desperate. I'm desperate for a drink of water. I'm going to take my mid-show break. This is Beck's Banner live on North American Talk Radio. I hope you like what I'm putting down. If you do and you want to participate, you can call the show 330-800-4219. It's toll-free. You're not going to be charged. It's a Google Voice number. Full disclosure. Or if you're listening on natalkradio.com, you can use the chat function right under the radio player. We're also on Simple Radio app and radio.net. Radio.net app is also on Fire TV. Replays on YouTube and Spotify. I'll be right back. Thanks for listening. Beck's Banner, Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back in. Beck's Banner, live on natalkradio.com, the Natter, North American Talk Radio, the hottest new radio station. You could find us on the Simple Radio app, radio.net, our website, natalkradio.com, Spotify, and we also simulcast. Well, we put our replays up on the 12 Ounce Sports YouTube channel. Eventually, we'll take that over for them. And eventually, we'll be on TuneIn Radio too, but give that time. But we're happy to have you live right now, wherever you're listening. And you're free to call in 330-800-4219 or use the chat function on our website. There we go. No. I don't know why I'm fuzzy. It's not fuzzy on my end. So, okay. Well, I'm told I'm fuzzy, so. And my dog's name's Fuzzy, and he's looking at me funny, so. So everybody's fuzzy. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's try this now. Coming at you live, North American Talk Radio. Beck's banner. I'm not sure why the mic on the studio is doing this, but we'll try to get her figured out. We're live Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, going live is kind of scary sometimes because I don't change any settings. This has been the same settings, same microphone, every show, and then all of a sudden tonight it says, hey, by the way, we're going to have a fun time and we're going to mess with your sound. It's like, gee, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Moving on, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up. BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo
Testing
code
1, 2, 3.
120Z.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
2OZ to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to
Switching mics.
natalkradio.com and click event tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the
Just
best
realized
prices,
all my behind the
sporting
scenes
events,
stuff is
concerts,
on
more
OBS.
and more.
Awesome.
Buy from North
You'll hear
American
this on
Talk
YouTube.
Radio, not the monster corporate giants. And you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com. Then click event tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
Oh, welcome back. Whoa, way to switch out mics. The thrills of going live. And the funny thing is, I'll just use this mic for now on. The funny thing is I just noticed for the recording that's going to replay on YouTube, I didn't mute my mic, so you're going to hear all the behind-the-scenes scurrying. to get a new microphone, and I probably cussed, but that's okay. Cussing's allowed here, especially behind the scenes. But it is a little embarrassing. But, you're going to have that microphone I was using. I don't usually use it. This one here, I think, has a short, so it looks like Daddy's going to be buying some new gear here soon. Now, as I was saying, Ohio State named a starter. It's Julian Sayin. You know what I'm saying? I saw, speaking of Michigan fans, and this is kind of why I had a little bit of the red ass for Michigan fans earlier, was they're coming out on X and Twitter, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can't get any of your own recruits to start for you. This is like the third quarterback in a row that's a transfer." Have you been paying attention to college football or just the signals? Everybody's using transfers, man. You guys are so desperate to have some. You beat us every year the last 3 or 4 years. Can't you just have that? We're the defending national champs. Yeah, our last 3 quarterbacks were transfers. So what? It happens. It's the times. The transfer portal had like a couple thousand people in it after last offseason. Of course we're using a transfer. Why use scholarships early when you can just get a good quarterback to transfer to you? They're just desperate for something to talk about. But we're talking about it as Ohio State fans because that was a big question mark. Who's going to fill our shoes? Who's going to fill the quarterback's shoes? I think we found our guy. He's got a great number 10, because that's what I wore when I played football. Yeah, so we'll see how he does. I think he's got one task in mind. Two tasks. Find Jeremiah Smith, throw Jeremiah Smith the ball. Okay? That's the 2 things you need to do. Find Jeremiah Smith and throw him the ball. Touchdown city, baby. Okay. Moving on. Sorry about the mic issues. I won't use that microphone anymore. So we should be good forever and ever. And I'm going to buy another one of these mics just as a backup. That's what I do. Auburn retiring Cam Newton's jersey. Okay. So, Clay Travis from Outkick, they got to have a little fun with things. He said Auburn is retiring Cam Newton's jersey. Is Cam the best buy in college sports history? For less than $200K, he won the Heisman and took a perennial 8-4 caliber team to a 14-0 national title. Yeah. I mean, we assume he was paid before you were allowed to be paid. That's just what we think. I mean, I think his dad slipped up once in an interview and said, that's who offered us the most money. It is what it is. That's over. All you can look at is the record books. Cam Newton, you could argue. I mean, we already know he's one of the greatest college quarterbacks. College. People, when they want to get into debates, is who's one of the greatest college quarterbacks, they want to bring up their NFL career. It doesn't count. That's why Tim Tebow's probably a top 10 all-time college quarterback. You can't count his NFL career. You just can't. So Cam Newton easily could be argued as a top 5, and they're going to retire his jersey there, I think, at the beginning of the season. So exciting things for Cam Newton. I'd play this clip, but it's like 3 minutes long. We're not going to do that. I wasted about 3 to 5 minutes with my mic issues. And if you watch this replay on YouTube, you'll have a good laugh at what I was saying behind the scenes. So there we go. Did you see this? Is there a Major League Baseball realignment happening? If there is, I'm kind of excited about I don't know who's proposing this. I don't know if it's somebody official. Jim Bowden proposed realignment. That's what it is. Listen to these divisions. It's kind of exciting. The East would be the Red Sox, Mets, Yankees, and Phillies. Tell me that wouldn't be exciting. The North would be the Reds, Guardians, Tigers, and Blue Jays, naturally. And that would make for the Ohio series to be a real rivalry, not just an occasional. The Mid-Atlantic would be the Orioles, an expansion team from Charlotte, the Pirates, and the Nationals. The Southeast would be the Braves, Marlins, Nashville as an expansion, and the Rays. I always thought, Charlotte's a huge metropolis, so yeah, you could put any kind of pro sports team there. I always thought Nashville would be kind of a cool place for a pro baseball team. I don't think they work for a lot of other sports, but baseball, I think, kind of fits right into Nashville there. And then in the National League, or what they would call the Western Conference, I guess it's an Eastern Conference, Western Conference. There's no National League or anything like that. But in the Western Conference, in the Midwest, they'd have the Cubs and the White Sox, naturally, the Brewers and the Twins. The Southwest would be the Astros, Royals, Cardinals, and Rangers. And then in the Pacific Coast, you'd have the Rockies, the A's, the Mariners, and the Giants. And then the Western, Diamondbacks, Angels, Dodgers, and Padres. So it's kind of exciting to think about. Who knows? We don't know if it's going to happen. Is it going to happen? We don't know. But it's kind of exciting to think about, is it not? It is. Is it not? It is. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing. I appreciate that. So, yeah, lots of talk about baseball realignment, and that's if they get the 2 expansion teams, which I think they're looking Charlotte and Nashville. My 2 cents, I think Nashville would be a great fit for Major League Baseball. Charlotte, I think you can make a lot of sports work in Charlotte. It's a huge place. It's actually where the Cincinnati Open almost got moved to because, again, it's a giant city, great surrounding areas. People would travel to watch the team. So, good idea there. I want to get to the last 2 topics before we take our final break so we can do some Major League Baseball scores, talk about NFL preseason tonight, a little Monday night football action in the NFL preseason. Joe Flacco named a starter in Cleveland. Here's my take as a Northeast Ohio guy. The Browns are dysfunctional, okay? At least the front office. I mean, they signed Isaiah Bond with all his legal troubles. They let Flacco go after he took us to the playoffs. And then we did the Deshaun Watson transaction that has just been a complete nightmare for financial, physical, and even moral reasons. And now Joe Flacco's back, and he's been named the starter in Week 1 against Cincinnati. So it does give the Browns fans a little excitement, things to talk about. We're upset that Nick Chubb's gone. But we see some promising things with this team. Hopefully Judkins can kind of get his crap together and make an impact. And we got the familiar face in Joe Flacco back under center, at least to start the season. And we saw good things from both Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, which means Kenny Pickett, sorry, sir, but you're going to need to Kenny Pickett up your bags and head on out of Cleveland. I don't have a soundbite for that because I'm fidgeting with my hands. Okay, Scottie Scheffler. Holy cow. Scottie Scheffler. I said this like 2 weeks ago on this show. I called him a wizard. I said he's the best thing since Tiger Woods. I stand by that. But I saw some stats that are really interesting. Okay? He's been the number 1 golfer in the world for 118 straight weeks and counting. To break Tiger Woods' all-time record of 281 weeks, he needs to stay in the number 1 spot until Halloween of 2028. I'm going to say that again. Scottie Scheffler, as dominant as he's been in golf, 118 straight weeks ranked number 1 in the world. To match Tiger Woods' streak of 281 weeks as number 1 in the world, he needs to be number 1 in the world until, continuing now, until Halloween, October, the end of October of the year 2028. I don't know if you know this, but checks notes, it's 2025. It's over 3 more years he has to stay number 1 in the world. That's just how dominant Tiger Woods was. Okay? And I want to put something in perspective for you if Scottie Scheffler can do it. It took Tiger Woods 1,197 days from his first major win to his 4th major win. Scheffler's last major wasn't this past weekend, but it took 1,197 days since Scheffler's first major win. All right, so I don't think the BMW was a major. So yeah, that kind of puts. Oh, that was from July. I fell for it. Okay, so Scottie matched it around the same time. So he got his fourth in literally the same number of days as Tiger got his fourth. But again, he has to go over 3 years as number one to match Tiger's number one ranking in the world. Pretty crazy stuff. But if anybody could do it, Scheffler could do it. When things got a little hairy on Sunday yesterday, I watched it live. The crowd was electric. He holes out from 81 feet on a chip. Absolutely electric stuff on number 17 when McIntyre was closing in on him a little bit. So it was exciting to see. One more stat. Scottie Scheffler's looking for back-to-back PGA Tour seasons with 5+ wins. That was August 17th. Yesterday, Tiger's done it. One player's done it over the last 40 years on tour. I got my glass. I got to move a little closer to the screen with these glasses. Tiger did it from 99 to 2007. I think he took a year off from winning that. Yeah, 04, 05. He didn't do it with 5+ wins, but he did it, in 5+ seasons. He's the only person to ever do it in the last 40 years on the tour. So, little tongue. I'm a little disheveled because of the mic issues, but I'll be back. Luckily, this show didn't completely explode, but we're doing good now. We're going to survive. But if you watch this on YouTube or listen to this on YouTube later, you're going to laugh at me, or Spotify. That's okay. You can laugh at me. Last segment coming up, Beck's Banner live on North American Talk Radio. That's natalkradio.com. You can hear us on the Simple Radio app, radio.net app, or on our website. I'll be right back.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Are you ready to place bets? Join MyBookie today and discover exciting opportunities. North American Talk Radio has partnered with the cutting-edge gambling platform to offer unique bets, several ways to play and win, and you can even use crypto to play. MyBookie offers a seamless platform for all your gambling needs, and MyBookie has you covered with a vast array of options. Explore their different markets and bet types. There's something for everyone. Discover MyBookie's special introductory offer by using North American Talk Radio's special promo code, which is 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, and you'll get a deposit bonus up to $1,000. MyBookie offers a thrilling experience, so sign up today and be sure to use the promo code 120Z Sports, all caps, no spaces, for huge cash bonuses. Get in the game and good luck.
Want tickets for less while helping a small grassroots radio network? You've come to the right place. Skip on over to natalkradio.com and click Event Tickets on the menu. Here you will find the best seats at the best prices for sporting events, concerts, theater, and more. Buy from North American Talk Radio, not the monster corporate giants, and you will still save more on event tickets. That's natalkradio.com, then click Event Tickets on the menu. Get in the game.
BetUS and North American Talk Radio have partnered to bring you the preferred betting platform in the United States, and you will get a deposit bonus of up to 150% if you use promo code 120Z. Take it from me, I'm a cowboy and a gambler. I wrangle my bets on BetUS, and I use the promo code 120Z to get free money. Yee-haw! That's BetUS and promo code 120Z. Now giddy up.
Oh yeah, we're back. I feel like doing a whole nother show tonight now. I'm obsessing about the microphone issue at the beginning, but you know what? We got it figured out and we're fine. Everything's fine. I'm just laughing at myself and the fact that people on YouTube and Spotify are going to hear the chaos in the background. But you know what? I keep bringing it up, so I'm not getting over it. What I am getting over is the fact that the Milwaukee Brewers are insanely hot. They won again today over the Cubs 7-0. They restricted the Cubs to 2 hits, so that was impressive. They've clinched the playoffs pretty much. We'll get into the standings here in a minute. Current baseball action: the Tigers lead the Astros in the bottom of the 5th, 1-0. Top of 5, the Marlins lead the Cardinals 2-1. I'm telling you, I'm rattled. Top of 5, the Marlins lead the Cardinals 2-1. Bottom of 4th, the Pirates and Blue Jays are tied at 2. Top of 4, the Phillies taking it to the Mariners 6-0. Top of 3rd, the Orioles lead the Red Sox 1-0. We're in the bottom of 2nd in Atlanta. It's tied between the White Sox and the Braves at 0-0. Love if you're a tennis fan. And bottom of the 1st, the Royals lead the Rangers 1-0. Night games tonight, 8:40 p.m. Eastern, the Rockies and Dodgers. The tale of 2 different stories there. Dodgers, one of the best teams. Rockies, the worst team. Wah, wah. I'm not going to switch over to that. 9:38 p.m. Eastern time, the Angels and the Reds. 9:40, my Guardians take on the Diamondbacks on a West Coast swing, and they need wins badly. Although they do play the Tigers 6 more times this year. And then 9:40 p.m. the nightcap, Giants and Padres. Get into some standings real quick. We're down against it. About 4 minutes to go. In the American League, division leaders, the Blue Jays, Tigers, and Astros. Wild card situation there in the American League. Pull it up here. Guardians 3.5 out of the wild card. Desperate situation. The Royals are 4 games out. Rangers 5.5. Now, if I go back to the standings, the Guardians are 8.5 out of the Tigers for the division. But again, they play 6 more times this season. So an interesting note, though, the Tigers are plus 80 in run differentials. The Guardians are minus 34. So the Tigers way more productive. In the National League, division leaders, the Phillies, Brewers, and Dodgers. As I mentioned, the Brewers are 9-1 on their last 10. They're coming off a 11-game winning streak. They're back on a 1-game win streak. They've won a ton of baseball games. They're the best team in baseball at 637 win percentage. It's not even close. The next closest is not even 600 or better. It is the Tigers at 579. So there you have. I'm sorry, the Blue Jays at 584. My apology. Wild card in the National League, we have the Cubs, Padres, and Mets. The Reds are on a 1.5 out. That's 2 Ohio teams within the cusp of the wild card. The Cardinals are 5.5 out, and the Giants are 6 out. I didn't mention the teams in the American League that are currently in the wild card, which is the Red Sox, Mariners, and Yankees. If you're looking for your football fix, I know it's preseason, not as exciting, but you do have the Bengals and Commanders coming up here in about 2.5 minutes on the mothership. And both teams have lost their opener in the preseason, but that's okay. It's preseason. If you're a betting man or woman, the Bengals are favored by 3, -3 with a total over-under of 43.5. I would advise, if you want me as your counselor, I do that show Saturday mornings, I wouldn't bet on the NFL preseason. It's too unpredictable. We had some games over the weekend. Titans beat the Falcons 23-20. The Seahawks beat the Chiefs 33-16. Dolphins beat the Lions 24-17. Packers beat the Colts 23-19. Patriots beat the Vikings 20-12. Travion Henderson's looking awesome, by the way. Browns beat the Eagles 22-13. The Texans beat the Panthers 20-3. Niners beat the Raiders 22-19. Ravens beat the Cowboys 31-13. Chargers lost to the Rams 23-22. Catch my breath. Giants beat the Jets 31-12. The Buccaneers beat the Steelers 17-14. I had some colleagues and upper echelon people of my company there. And then finally, the Broncos beat the Cardinals 27-7. I made it through. Again, if you listen to the replay on Spotify and YouTube, have fun with the backstage chaos. If you listen to live, I appreciate you. I love you. Tune back in tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks to my helper backstage. Let me know about the mic issues. Other than that, the news is coming up next on North American Talk Radio. Enjoy the show, and I'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you. Peace.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health,